Hello and welcome to the Crazy Cats Club. My name is Martin, and my partner and I are the owners of the Crazy Cats Club. We want to welcome you to the club. We're making this video here because this is what you need to watch first. If you don't watch this video, you may lose your position in Crazy Cats Club, and which means you can lose thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. This is required. You're going to see someone here that you have to do. If you don't do it, you can be removed from the club and most likely will be. Okay, so it's very important because we want you to be locked in and make the most money. Again, this is your Crazy Cats Club. This is the main website, of course. You all seen that. You've been to your own. There's all the information. There's the video and everything you need to know is going to be right here. Okay, now you'll see your username referred by, this is my username I have in the club here. But if you ever find yourself outside of your back office and then you don't know how to get back in, just see where it says my account. Since you're already logged in, you don't want to log out. Just go back and you just click back on my account. And then when you click on my account, it's going to let you into your back office. Of course, you're used to that. Now, real fast, just to show you about the two URLs. This is your main URL. This is the one that would take people to the page we were just looking at where they can sign up under you. That's where you want. You want to get as many people to join underneath you because every person joins, you're like cloning yourself. Whatever that person makes in the matrix in the paid program, you get 100% matching bonus. And just the way this starts with, since we get first placement into the paid program, Crazy Cash Club gets to join first before any other group or people out there. Now the company's going to be building up to 500,000 to 1 million members, but everyone has to come after the Crazy Cats Club. So you want to be first. And if you're watching this right now, you're probably even first in the Crazy Cats Club. So you'll be the first of the first. But every person that comes in could easily get a full matrix in the next program, which is only about 258 people. And they don't even have to come from you. But this day you only sponsor 10 people that did the same as you. Guess what? You could be walking away with over $160,000 per month. Not one time, but per month. That's why it's great to be here because our club is first and you have a chance to really do that. Now, so the first URL takes them to that page. Now, those of you that like to create your own websites and you like to, um, you know, tell all about it and put your kind of your spin and flavor on it, maybe your videos, but you don't want them to go to the main page once they see all that. You want them to go right to the registration form so they can sign up underneath you. That's what this is for. That's why it says sign up. That takes them to that registration form that you had to fill out when you first joined. For those of you that want to use it, you can, but most of you are going to be using this top level one, and that's the one that you're going to want to really use to advertise with. Okay. Now, this is what's important. When you first get in here, or as soon as you get done watching this video, you want to either click on account or you want to click on profile. They both take you to the same place, and then you'll see information here like billing information, shipping information. You don't have to really worry so much about that. Of course, I don't got my real information here, of course, because I was making this video. But you can upload your picture here. You can browse, update it, make new ones. You can also fill out information about your profile because what you see here it's also will be seen on the About page. On the main page, someone clicks About, they can see your picture if you have your picture. If not, it won't show your picture. But what's really important is on this page here, when you first click on your profile or account information, you need to scroll down to the bottom. This is what you must do. Everyone has to do this. See where it says mailing list? You need to make sure you have a check mark in all three, default, affiliates, and customers. So what this is so we can keep you up to date. This is part of our terms of service. You have to have those checked. You have to be able to receive information from us because when it's time to do something, maybe there's some way for you to make a lot of extra money or information that you need, especially to pass on the other ones as we get closer and closer to the main launch this winter. What happens? You need to know what's going on. So everyone stays excited. Your people get excited. They're going to sign up with you. And every person you get in, remember, it's going to make you more and more money. You actually get 100% matching bonus of whatever they make in their matrix. So it's very important. But if you don't check these, you'll be removed from the club because that's part of the terms of service, even if you're in the top 150. Now, so what's the top 150? Well, those are the people who are just frankly are going to make the most money in the Crazy Cash Club because of the fact that they will be the first top 150 people to join the program. Because remember, like I said earlier, the Crazy Cash Club gets to join the program first before any other groups or people out there. We get to join first, and when we get to join first, these are going to be the 150 people that get to be first of the first. So think about it this way: if they even bring in the 500,000 to 1 million members that they're talking about, just think about that. 1 million members coming underneath our club. What do you think it's going to do for the top 150? Well, here's an example. You remember that global network, that Global One program that was out there? When we joined that program, it sounded really good too. And when we joined, there was already a few 100,000 members already. But when they finally did launch, this is what they were saying. They recorded or advertised that they paid out some affiliates 6 and 7 figure checks. Their very first check, like over $1 million. Think about that. They made over $1 million on their very first check just from when they just launched. But why was that? Because they were at the very beginning. They were at the top. Everyone came underneath them. So where did the money go? It went to there. So who's going to get the most money? The Crazy Cash Club, because we'll be first, right? And who's going to make the most money in the Crazy Cash Club? The top 150. There's 150 people out of maybe 1 million people. Think about that. You know, and with the even with the matching bonus, let's say you come in there and you sponsor 10 people, they join with you around this time frame. Guess what? They can go in there, they could get their matrix filled just like you, which is only 258 people, not 2,500 people or 5,000 people like these outrageous matrices, but this special system that they have, this 258 people, if those 10 people come and do the same thing as you, how much do you think you could be making? Well, you actually could be making over $160,000 per month. Think about that, $160,000 per month just for 10 people being sponsored. And you can sponsor a lot more than that from now until this winter when it launches, right? So this is very important that you do that. If you do want to see the top 150, just go ahead and click that, and I'll show you an example how it takes you back to the main page there. But you see, this is updated once per week. So if you're supposed to be on the list, give it some time. These are to be determined. These are going to be some special people get in the positions 4 through 10. Now, this is not an order, but these are the people that we have in there right now, 11 through 50. You can look for the names there, 51 through 60, 61 through 70. We got several more that we have to add now. We're actually past the 61 through 7. We're already into the 80, so we're going to be updating that list. Remember, we do update it once a week, okay? So you won't see it right there. Now, right now, since we're doing this early and we're getting things going, what we are doing is, and you get some information here, but if you want to get into the top 50, one thing you can do for right now is you can get one of our splash pages. We actually have two different versions, option A and option B, but for a limited time, and I do mean limited because we're almost at the end of it. If you want to get a top 50 position, you can get a splash page. The other thing that's important is that if you want to get in the top 150, and then you don't get a splash page, we do on our webinars on Thursdays. We have them Thursday and Saturday, but our Thursday webinar, when we end the webinar, it sends you to a survey. Fill out the survey. When we look at it, if we like that survey, we're going to go ahead and we're going to have an interview with you. And if we like what we see, we'll put you on this list. So a lot of these people on the list, they were smart because they got there by getting a splash page. Some people didn't get a splash page, but we like what they said in the survey, and that's why they're on the list. But for a limited time, You can, if you want to, you can click right there, and you can get a splash page, and you'll be guaranteed a top 150 position. Okay. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. Again, if you find yourself like this, you say, "Oh, wait a minute, these are I'm outside of my I clicked on something, but now I'm not in my back office." Just go ahead and click on my account again. See up here? I'll go ahead and click that. And then when you click on my account, what it's going to do, it's going to take you into your back office again. See like that? Again, while you're back in the back office, that's your links. It's the primary one you'll be using. And of course, go to your profile. And when you get to the profile, you want to go down to the mailing list. Make sure all three have check marks. And when you're done, click Update Subscriptions. Another one last thing just to leave you with is about your username. Your username needs to be at least 6 digits long, but less than 20. If you do less than 6 or more, if you do more than 19, excuse me, if you do more than 19 or less than 6, it'll have to be changed, and we will actually change it for you and notify you. So if you see something like that already, let us know, so we can help you with it. Again, these are your details. There's your dashboard. You can do all sorts of stuff here. Just go back, look around. If you have an issue, open a support ticket, and you can look at all the ones you open. And once they're closed, you can look at all your closed tickets. You can create a support ticket. If you want marketing, this is still being worked on. There are some things here. You can get your banners, you can get text ads and text links. There's one viral video, which is the main video. It's really cool to use. We're working on viral PDFs. You can email your downline. So once you get people sponsored in there, email your downline. But a note, don't be emailing people about other programs, not while we're in the pre-launch status, because that takes away from what we're working on to get everyone really focused on getting into this first program. The more people in, the more money you're going to make, even before all the other people come in. And just from our club alone, you could jump in there and start making over $100,000 a month. Not a one time, but a month. So it's very important. Make sure you don't be spamming your own people, even though you have the capability to email them. Okay. So just go ahead and do that. If you have any questions, please come to the webinar. If you click on news and updates, I'll show you this real fast. It kind of throws it all together, but to look at it better, it's just go down and click on continue reading, and then you can get some active links. Again, we have the top 150. I think I'm going to be removing it from here. But follow us on Twitter. Click here and sign in with Twitter. Follow us, because we're going to be able to tell you, give notifications like when the webinar starts. Hey, we started right now. Things of that nature. You can click here to register for the webinars, like right here. This is like the one for we got one for Thursday. We have one for Saturday. You can register for one or both. Just fill that out. Only thing required is your name, last name, email address. But we would prefer, if you can, at least fill out your country. That kind of lets us know where everybody's at. So that's what you can do with there. Of course, you can also go back and do the Saturday one too. But the Thursday one's very important, because at the end of the webinar, we always give you the link to the survey. If you haven't filled out the survey and you want to try to get a top 150 position that way, you can do it. Otherwise, go here and you can get the splash pages here. And this will guarantee a top 150 position for right now. We are going to be stopping that fairly soon, before the 150 is completed. So if you do want to get guaranteed top 150, just go ahead and get a splash page there. But I recommend that you always go on the webinars. You can bring your prospects to the webinars, because we say, get with the person who told you about the Crazy Cash Club. Get with them and get signed up. Get their link, because that's what they're going to need to get in there and have someone who's active. Because You don't want to just get someone in because there is spillover here. If you have an active sponsor and they're bringing people in, they're going to start filling your downline up. And it doesn't make any difference who's in your downline. If you bring them in or someone else brings them in, the company brings them in, doesn't make any difference. Anyone in your downline, you get paid for. But if you personally sponsor, you get the 100% matching bonus. It's really remarkable. It's really great. And it's all at your fingertips. So this is the time that we're just building to get everyone ready. And when you watch the webinar, we're going to have another webinar. You can look at some of the past webinars on that last page we were on under the news and updates. You can look at some past ones there. But what's really important, remember, we're building this now while it's easy, free, get everybody in. And then when it comes to launch day, that's what's going to be amazing. So we have all the way into wintertime, around the end of October, maybe mid-November timeframe. It's when that program's going to start. But before it starts, Crazy Cats Club goes first. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Especially go to the webinars. We usually have questions and answers at the end of them. Bring your prospects. We're going to tell them to join with you, and we're all going to make money together. This is amazing. This is the first time even Roger and myself have ever been at the very top of something new. If we've always come in, it's always been there's been 100,000, there's 200,000, 300,000 people in it. No, we're going to be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where you and we are going to be. So be on these webinars, get excited, attend them. If you do stuff like that, it's going to happen for you. You can see those dreams come true. Things that you only imagined about, wasn't going to ever really happen, but they could really happen for the first time because you are truly in the right place at the right time. And even if you don't know anything, you're in the position to make all that money anyway just because you're at the very beginning. So thank you for coming, and hopefully we'll see you on the webinars. You take care.